I found mushrooms growing in it.
Oh.
If you want to see a mushroom, it's on the side of here.
Well, it's crazy windy again today. I think this is what, day 4 of the wind? It's enough to make me crazy some days. On a brighter note, look at the wheat. Wheat harvest has officially started around here, which is pretty exciting. I just love that time of the year. Back when I was a kid, my family farmed, and wheat harvest was probably my most favorite time of the year. It brings back so many fun memories. There's all the goaties. Right up there is a nest of baby birds. It's so cute to come out here every day and see their little heads peeking up, wanting to be fed. I just got done milking. I poured the milk into the calf bottle. I went to put the nipple on and discovered it was missing. So I thought I left it up at the house. So I ran up to the house to get it, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I retraced my steps, and I found that it had fallen out of the milk tote on the way out here. I just feel like going to bed and starting the day over again. So I'm going to explain this before I go outside, because I'm sure with all that wind out there you probably won't be able to hear or understand me. The other evening when we let Ollie out, we intended to let him out and leave him out for the night. But then we got to thinking that he might get spooked, and we were afraid that he might get out of the fence or something, and we didn't want to lose him. So we decided that it'd probably be safer if we just lured him back to his pen, so that's what we did. Okay, every day since then I've been meaning to let him out through the day so that way he can get used to the pasture and the boundaries and everything like that. But every day I go out and I give him his bottle, and then I give him some pellets, and it takes him a little while to eat the pellets. Well, I go ahead and go on into the house while he does that, and then I keep forgetting to come out and let him out. And so today, first thing, I fed him his pellets while I did the milking and everything, and hopefully he will have gotten all of his pellets eaten, so that way I can feed him his bottle, and then I'm just going to go ahead and turn him loose. Come on, Ollie. There we go. The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, because as soon as we turn Ollie out, all of the goats go into his pen to graze. Goats don't know quite what to do with Ollie. They're standing over there by the barn in case they need to run there for safety. I'll have to be sure and monitor them throughout the day to make sure that they're getting along okay.
I'm changing Sylvester's cage. It should have been changed a long time ago. I found mushrooms growing in it.
Oh.
If you want to see a mushroom, it's on the side of here. Right there.
Oh my goodness, there is a mushroom. Now that is a sign you do need to change your rabbit's cage when you have a mushroom growing there.
Yeah. I've actually been thinking about changing his litter box after I get this done.
Well, that would be a good idea. I'm glad you're on that. I really wanted to get out and get the rest of the tomato steak this afternoon, but golly gee, this wind, it's about to drive me crazy. So, I'm kind of trying to find a spot here where the wind's not too bad so I can kind of explain what I did. Okay, first of all, I wanted to use cattle panels, as I had said before, but they're kind of out of the budget for me right now. Although they would be an excellent investment because we could use them for a lot of other things, so that would be well worth the investment to do that, but right now I just can't invest in them. So then the next thing I thought of was T-posts, and those would work, but then again, they're a little hard for me to drive in the ground. And to get enough T-posts to do all of our tomatoes would cost about half the price of what cattle panels were. So it was still a little pricey and out of the budget. And so I looked at some stakes at the store, and the tallest ones, which were the 5 or 6 foot ones, ended up being a couple dollars a piece. And so to get enough of those, it still turned out pretty pricey, or at least more than what I'm really willing to invest right now. And so I was talking with the sales associate at the feed store, and he was recommending that I use electric fence posts. But I told him I already had a ton of those at home, and that my concern with using those was that they were too short, because some of my tomatoes are already almost as tall as those fence posts are. And so I just got to thinking, you know, I ought to just go with what I already have on hand. So I decided to go with those. And so I took the fence posts and I put them in the ground ever so often, and then I took rope and I wrapped it around to kind of hold the tomatoes in place. I started out doing that, and it just got to be very time consuming, and I'm not really sure that it's actually going to hold up the way I want it to. So after that, I decided to start staking the tomatoes one by one with one fence post and just kind of tying them ever so often to that post. And I'm hoping that that will work. And if it doesn't, I guess my tomatoes are just going to have to lay on the ground. I find it very interesting to look back on my vlogs from last year at this time and compare what my garden was like. Right around this exact same time was the time that we were actually putting our tomato cages on the tomatoes last year. And my tomatoes were quite a bit smaller compared to this year's. I'll link that video right up here.